overlook the unit. First unit, how many subtopics are there? In the second unit, how many subtopics are there? And just go through also old question papers also. Okay. If you see I think in library, last question paper will be available. Okay. See the question paper. Okay. Now, just like the first nature of language is very simple. Okay. Means how the language is just made up, or how the language is arrived. Okay. This one is then content methodology. It is as a teacher we must be know this second unit. Content methodology, we have the content. Content means textbooks. Suppose contents means what? Textbooks. And methodology means, so related to contents we have different types of method of teaching. Okay.
Yes.
So related to the content, just you select the methods, appropriate methods, suitable methods. Okay, as per the standard. Okay, in your classroom, if you have in your class the fifth standard are in your classroom, then there is not necessary to choose or to select the explanation methods. Just playway methods. We can teach the topics through the playway methods, because if you see the textbooks, the mostly the content is related to the playway. Just games are included. Just okay. That is very easy. And after the 8th standard, 9th standard, just as per the standard, as per the content parts, you select the methods. Now, as a teacher, you must know the methods. How many types of methods is there? Now, see the question answer method is there, explanation method is there, the playway method is there, demonstration is there, narration is there. So, these are the methods of teaching. Okay. So, you can just choose any one. And you prepare your lesson plan. First of all, as a teacher, when you enter in the classroom, before that, you must read the content parts. कधी पण काय करायचं, आपण तासाला जाण्यापूर्वी मला काय शिकवायचं आहे. ओके, दिस कॉन्सेप्ट शुड बी इन युअर माइंड. हे आपल्या डोक्यामध्ये विचार करायचे. And then how to teach. So all this second unit is related to the content of learning, how to teach, what to teach. Okay, आणि who to teach. कुणाला मला शिकवायचंय, काय शिकवायचंय आणि कसं शिकवायचंय. So all the points are covered the second unit. Then third unit, developing skill in CLT, communicative language teaching. So just all the skill are included. Listening, from listening to communication skill. Now see, this is a short form. LSRWC. A short form. Okay.
Yes.
Listening skill, speaking skill,
writing skill, writing skill,
and
communication skill.
Okay. So just we go through one by one. Okay. This type means all the skills. One. Then how to teach the listening skill. Okay. What is the process of listening skill? बघा, आम्ही काय शिकवतो ना, मराठीत लिसनिंगला काय म्हणतो? श्रवण कौशल्य.
Yes.
Because appeals to hear. Okay.
Yes.
मग आता हे जर मला शिकवायचं असेल, लिसनिंग स्किल शिकवायचं असेल, त्याची काही प्रोसेस आहेत का, काही स्टेप्स आहेत का, हे आपल्याला माहिती पाहिजे. ॲज अ टीचर वी मस्ट नो द प्रोसेस अँड स्टेप्स. And now in exam there will be the simple question, what is meant by listening, and explain the steps of listening skill. Sometimes they will be asked just like write down the process of listening skill. Okay, this is the simple questions. Now just to note down the points, proper points, which points are included in the steps and which points are included in the process. Just you look in your the process and steps, the points. Okay.
Yes.
Related to these points. Then approaches and methods. Now these parts, here is the, we see the methods. Sometimes we also choose the approach also. Approach is also one of the techniques of teaching. Approach is also one of the technique of teaching. And the methods are also included in that. Okay. Then planning and evaluation. Here, how to plan about your subject. तुम्हाला काय करायचं आहे, तुमच्या विषयाचं प्लॅनिंग करायचं. ओके, बिफोर दॅट you know what is meant by planning, how to make a planning about our subject. My subject, our subject is, suppose you join in a school, you are suppose sometimes English is your main subject. Okay, and parallel to there will be history or another one will be, you can teach another subject also. Then you should know about the planning of English language, then planning about this subject, how to prepare the test, construct the test, how to make a blueprint. So all these points are included in this chapter, planning and evaluation. And the simple one is grammar and uses. So in the, on this unit, minimum 5 marks, 5 or 10 marks. This chapter is based on for the, sometimes they will be asked for 5 marks, suppose sometimes are asked they will for the 10 marks. So means here is the very simple from the phonetics. Okay, this chapter is start from the phonetics and they end with the auxiliary and models, which is very simple. Means auxiliary, do you know the auxiliary verbs? Which are the auxiliary verbs? Auxiliary verbs. कौन से आते हैं? It's very simple question. Okay, and all we have to learn from this part. Parts of speech is there. Okay. Then tell me the names of auxiliary verbs. And these are the auxiliary verbs. Please keep in your mind. It is very simple. Auxiliary verbs. Am, is, are, was, were. Okay. And so word trace, intonation, kinds of sentence. Okay, it is very easy. And there are some kind of sentence, types of sentence, parts of speech. How many parts of speech?
8 parts.
8 parts of speech. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. Application and punctuation.
Yes.
And these points are included in your syllabus. तुम्ही वाचला, जर सिलेबस वाचला असेल तर तुमच्या मनामध्ये असे विचार आले पाहिजे. Why the university has included this point in syllabus? Punctuations. So, as a teacher, we must know about some punctuation marks. Suppose this is the
exclamatory sentence.
Okay, this one is a
Question mark.
So, when we use these marks in the sentence, when we use these marks in the sentence, so there is a rules. Okay.
Yes.
So as per the rules, we learn the grammar topics. And then second, last one is third 7 is the teaching as a profession. Means this topics is about related about our professions. Where is one of the professional course. And when you join as a teacher as a profession. Okay, it is one of the profession. So which things are related to the teaching process, or as a teacher, which things are important? Just we look at it. Okay, means the just concept of teaching is there. Teaching, what is the definition? What is the definition of teaching? Just we in psychology we learn Adhyayan and Adhyapan. We say Adhyayan means Adhyapan means that is the teaching. So what is the definition of teaching? Kहाँ से हम definition kहाँ से? The main course I know that, but what is the which things is outcome from the teaching? What is which things? Means just good things or good means good tricks. Just it is an easy process just to understand the student. Okay, when we present our topics and through the our teachings or presentation, student understand that content class. Okay. Now in this unit there are some institutions is there, just like state the state institution of English Maharashtra, then the English of foreign language, then English Teacher Association. So these points are covered. And last one is learning resources. Means which
Yes.
learning resources are very useful for teaching. ओके समजताय ना लर्निंग रिसोर्सेस आम्हाला माहिती पाहिजे nowadays some innovative learning sources teacher use in his teaching, these are per teaching. So these some 4 points covered. Now last lecture just we have overlook about the characteristics of English language. Okay, बराबर है ना?
Yes sir.
आपने लिखा होगा?
Yes sir.
So which one just last lecture which points I explained? So sometimes you write down your okay. So this with the help of these points you just write down the answer properly. That's why it is necessary. Okay, now see, forget it. What is the place of English? What is the place of English? Now see, तुम्हाला माहिती असेल की आता इंग्लिश लँग्वेज जे आहे इट इज द थर्ड लँग्वेज बरोबर
Yes.
इंटरनॅशनल लँग्वेज. So what is the place of English language in our curriculum? काय असेल आपण Maharashtra state. In Maharashtra, if you think about the Maharashtra, okay, from the 4th standard, okay,
Yes.
the English subject is included. Barabar hai ka?
Yes sir.
If you see about the state,
Yes.
okay, I am not just explain about the English medium school. Just I am explain about the state level. Okay,
Yes.
this first. From the 4th standard, okay, it is a subject. I think from the first also. From the first standard, okay. There are some books are included. Now, why this means why this subject is included from the first standard? Because it is the need. Now, if you see the 21st century. Means it is when as a 21st century it is the age of ICT, okay, and in the ICT or we use the main language in English, okay, and that's why it is the major language and so it is included in the our curriculum. Okay. Now the second part one is now there is the in Indian the first one. Okay. Here the place of the first point is in India with special reference to three language formula. Three language formula. The first one is as if you study if you see about the Maharashtra. Now in Maharashtra there is three language formula. The first one is first language is okay. Mother tongue or we can just medium as Marathi. That's why this is the first language. Then second one is Hindi is second language. And the third language is English is the third language. Okay. So this third three language formula is included in our as per the reference of India. So this three language formula is included. But now, if you study about some commissions, okay. Now one of the commissions was explain about the three language formula. Now in 1994 to 1996, Kothari Commission was there. Kothari Commission. So he has explained about the three language formula. Who explained about the three language formula? Kothari. Dr. Kothari. He was
Yes.
the president of this commission. Okay. So this commission was formed in 1964 to 66.
Yes.
Okay. And he has recommended the three language formula. Who has recommended three language formula? Kothari Commission, not Dr. Kothari. He
Yes.
was only president.
Yes.
But the commission name is Kothari Commission.
Kothari.
Okay.
Yes.
He just explained some important points about this formula. This commission says that the mother tongue is or a regional language means just one. The first language will be Marathi or the
Mother
regional language. Now near to the Nawapur, which is the state Gujarat state.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now there will be the first. Which is the first language of Gujarat state?
Gujarati.
Gujarati is there. Okay. Gujarati is there. Okay.
Yes.
Means as per the regional language, as per the state, there will be the first language. There Gujarat. There will be the Gujarati is the first, and then another Punjab. There will be the
Punjabi.
This types of. The second is Hindi, and third will be the English. That is the third language formula, which is the recommendation by Second point is that the official language of the Union or associate language of India. So languages exist. It's called means just now. Suppose हमें कुछ मराठी भी नहीं आ रही, ओके. आम्ही आता समजा आपण असं एखाद्या ठिकाणी असं गेलो आपण, तिथं काही वेळेस फक्त मराठी बोलली जाते, ओके. But suppose there is one person who went to that place and he don't know about Marathi. So he doesn't use the English. It is not a useful English. But sometime he will be used Hindi and they are trying to understand. Okay, means it is the associate language. Associate language means what? Just this language is connected to Marathi and
English.
Associate. Okay, association म्हणजे काय करणे? Connect करणे.
Connect.
Okay, so about the Hindi, who said about this associate language? Kothari. Okay,
Yes.
and the third one is the modern English Indian or the foreign language not covered under the first or second language means English. Okay, suppose when we go to abroad, there is no Marathi, there is no Hindi. Only they know the English language. Then we must have the knowledge of English language. Okay, just we can fulfill the communications with the help of the English language. Okay, so this types of three formula is framed by Dr.
Kothari Commission.
Okay. Now, the second one is in Maharashtra state. What is the role of English language in Maharashtra state? Just see. Now, in Maharashtra state, first we just study about, if you see about the Maharashtra, our mother tongue is Marathi. Mostly the syllabus is covered with the Marathi language. Okay,
Yes.
so that's why if you see about the study about the Maharashtra state, there will be some classical approaches are there. Okay,
Yes.
and there are some we use some classical approach, just like sometimes we use some methods, just like grammar translation method is there. Suppose we can use the simple language for the communications. Then there are sometimes we can use some materials for the communications. And what after that, in 1990, there was the age which has transformed into the globalizations. Okay, it just spread, and mostly the English language is emphasized, or it is one of the important languages. Okay, that's why the government has decided to start the English language from the first. Okay, that's why the English subject will be compulsory from the first standard. Okay. So this is the one of the most important characteristics about the English language which are described in the Maharashtra. So what is the importance of English in Maharashtra state? The first one is English language is used for, आता हे कशासाठी आपल्याला वापरले जाते इंग्लिश लँग्वेज कुठे कुठे वापरले जाते समटाइम्स वी यूज फॉर द टेलिग्राम ओके then post office railway station now see when you go to for the ticket or for the reservation there will be all the information is go through the English language. Okay. So that's why some mostly we use the English language in a different fields. Now, if you see about some offices, there will be the English language is most of time the English language is used. Then sometimes if you study about the industries, same position about the English language in industries area also the English language is used. Then English is for English language also used for administration. Administration in Maharashtra. That's sometimes this language is used in a code or in a law. Okay, so that's why this language is in a very useful. Now see in the present school curriculum, in present school curriculum. Now there is one chart just like from first to fourth. If you study about, there will be regional language. मातृभाषा असते ना. Okay, our mother tongue. Just first standard to fourth standard, the what do we say? The education will be in a regional language. Okay, and the second from fifth to seventh. Fifth to seventh, there will be a two regional language. Second language is Hindi or
English.
Two regional languages. Two language here is used in two languages. Okay, Hindi or
English.
English. And now next, from 8 to 10 standard. Here we follow the three language formula. Three language formula: regional language, second Hindi, and last one is the English. Okay. Now, importance of English language at the national level. Okay. आता आपण national level मध्ये English language काय म्हणतो? काय असं म्हणतो? As per the national level, काय विचार करणार आपण? काय विचार करणार? तर national level चा विचार करतो आपण. Why we just how we think about the English language at the national level.
national language.
Hmm.
All the people know English very well, and it is a need.
Okay. Now, in different pictures, sit down. Just we see this, just like the railway field or this industrial area, just like post office or another field. Mostly we use the English language. Okay, means all the processes going through the English language. That's why we must know about the information about the English language. Okay. Second one is there is the IT means for the IT, so all this information go through the English language. That's why it is also one of the importance. Then in office and administration, there is also we use the English language. And it, if you see about this international trades, okay, international trades. So all the communications is gone through the English language. That's why in the national levels, so mostly the English language is used. Okay.
Yes.
As per the now state level, we sometimes we follow the mother tongue, sometimes we use the second language, and as per the situation, we use the third language. But as per the international levels, mostly we use the English language. Okay. So now the second point is the need and importance of English language. Need and importance of English language. Okay. इतने दाखल हम need and importance.